We're back with Senator Daniel Akaka. So before break, you were mentioning about if a friend had told you you'd be a U.S. Senate, in the U.S. Senate, you'd punch them in the mouth. So what brought you into politics? Why did you get involved?
Well, from the way I said it, you know about my childhood. It wasn't that easy. And sometimes that's the way we settle things. But as I grew up, I think the first thing that moved me in a higher direction was when I attended Kwananakoa School after I left Powell Elementary, and took deep interest in the student council. And so, of course, tried and became the representative from my classroom in the student council. That was the 7th grade. Was so interested in that so that in the 8th grade, I ran for president. And during the latter part of the 8th grade year, I had to campaign, and so I got into this campaigning thing to get elected as the president of the school. And I got elected. So in my 9th grade, I was president of Kwananakoa School and presided over the student council, and was in a position that every event there you were up front, and had to say things. And so I would say that that brought to me, a different kind of possibility. And because I was president of Kwananakoa, Kamehameha Schools came after me and asked me to go to Kamehameha. And I refused. And I refused because, and I told them, I said, I wanted to go to McKinley High School. And the reason is that all my sisters and brothers before me all went to McKinley. And at home they would talk about McKinley, so I knew names of teachers and the activities in McKinley, and I thought, wow, it's a school I want to go to. So I refused Kamehameha, and they came after me again. And by the 3rd time, I guess they kind of understood my predicament, and the predicament was money, because my dad worked at Honolulu Iron Works, and I guess he just had enough to take care of the family. And so finally they came and they said, look, we want you at Kamehameha. We want to offer you a scholarship. Well, that was something else. And for that I accepted, and I'm so glad I did, because Kamehameha really helped me to be ready for what I'm doing now. And it was a military school, as you know, at that time. We woke up with a bugle, went to sleep with a bugle. We wore uniforms all day. And when I graduated, we had only 36 boys in the senior class. And so you can imagine what happened to us in sports and everything. We had to do everything. And we were assigned to play football, play basketball, baseball, or whatever, run track. And because we had only 36 boys, but it was good for me, because we had two tracks of educational system. One was the academic track, and the other one was the industrial track. And we had to do 2 tracks. And that, again, really helped me in the future, because the industrial track took us to carpentry, mechanics, machinists, through electricity and all these industries. And we did that all the way until we got to the 11th grade. And at that time, Kamehameha had 4 years of high school: 10th grade, low 11th, high 11th, and senior. And the reason for that is the last 2 years, we went out to work, and to work in the industry that we trained. And on the other hand, we had the academic track that we had to work on even on Saturday. So, but quickly, that's what I think about Kamehameha and many other things. But that's one way it helped me to be where I am.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.